Welcome to the Rich Report, a podcast with news and information on high-performance computing. Today, my guest is from TwinStrata. We have the co-founder and CEO of the company, Nicos Vekiarides. Nicos, welcome to the show.
Yes, thank you, Rich.
Did I get it wrong?
Very nice to be here. No, it is Nicos Vekiarides, so I think you were very close enough.
All right. Well, hey, I want to thank you for coming on the show today. And, I brought your slides up. It's kind of an overview of the company with your zero friction enterprise storage. Do you want to go through those?
Absolutely. So I'll start by giving you a quick overview of the company, tell you a little bit about what we're announcing today, what we do, and of course, feel free to ask questions. So I'm actually starting from slide 2 here. Just to give you a quick overview of the company, we started this company in 2007. I'm the co-founder. Myself and my co-founder, the CTO, John Bates, have both been in the enterprise storage space for the past 20 years. And when we had worked for a number of small companies, part of the founding team of a company called Storage Apps, as well as larger companies such as Sun and HP. And when we founded this company, we saw cloud storage as a very compelling business proposition for enterprises because it had a pay-as-you-go model. It was really the whole notion of unlimited storage on a pay-as-you-go basis was something that we had been talking about for many years, and we saw cloud providers were delivering that type of offering. Yet it didn't have all of the enterprise features that would make it appropriate for business customers. And we really started this company with the notion of bringing cloud storage into the business realm, and we do that with our software products. We are a venture-backed company. We're led by Avalon Ventures, and we recently closed our Series B. And in 2010, we released our product line called CloudArray. And CloudArray is a line of virtual and physical appliances that provide secure and efficient iSCSI access to cloud storage from a number of cloud providers, both public and private clouds. One thing that we did when we started this company is we noted that some customers may want to use more than one cloud provider, and hence the name TwinStrata for two clouds. Today we support multiple cloud providers, and you can use them all simultaneously with our products. And of course, since our launch in 2010, we've had numerous customer successes as well as numerous awards that we've won for our products and as a company. Just jumping to slide 3, when we started this company, ever since we've started, we've been touting a lot of the benefits of cloud data storage. The ability to have limited storage, global access to your data from virtually anywhere, and the types of solutions that we've been enabling. We've allowed customers to really get rid of or augment their tape backup solutions. So what cloud gives you is very easy off-site access. And in terms of traditional data storage, which is usually purchased in storage arrays, there's really no more upgrade cycle because it's all pay-as-you-go on a pay-per-use basis. So this whole 3 to 5 year cycle of upgrading your data storage actually goes away when you start using cloud storage. The other beautiful thing about cloud storage is it gives you instant disaster recovery because you always have a copy of data in the cloud. You can access it, and with our products, you can access it virtually anywhere. So those are all of the benefits of cloud storage. And some of the reality that we've seen over the past few months is that we've been able to overcome a lot of concerns around performance, availability, security, vendor lock-in, the whole learning curve and integration by making it look and feel like a local iSCSI storage array. We'll tell you about the feature set. But some of the trends that we're seeing in the market is a lot of companies are pondering public cloud but may be thinking about private clouds, doing it themselves, and also at the same time wanting to make full use of their existing storage before jumping into the cloud. And we're even seeing a preference as we move into the enterprise for private clouds. So on slide 4, the way that we address that is by introducing our solution, which essentially lets customers build this cloud SAN. But what it does is it utilizes both public clouds, or a choice of public clouds, private clouds, and even existing storage. So customers looking to get all of the benefits of the cloud, and of course the benefits are what I outlined earlier, but the whole idea is bringing it to the premises to get on-demand access to your storage. And you can spin up what we call our gateway device, or virtual storage array, virtually anywhere. And you get centralized capacity managed, the flexibility of any type of cloud storage, whether it's public cloud, private cloud. We'll talk about the list of cloud vendors that we support, and even using your existing storage. So even if you're not ready to jump into cloud, we can help you use your existing storage as a starting point. And what you can create out of these are scalable, multi-site, multi-tenant environments that can help your organization scale and really change the way that you consume and utilize your data storage. Jumping to slide 5, our product line, CloudArray, comes in software or hardware form factors. As a software appliance, it runs under any hypervisor, VMware, Citrix Xen Server, Hyper-V, even runs on Amazon EC2. It can also be purchased in a hardware appliance, and our hardware appliances range from appliances that have 2 terabytes on board as a cache, all the way up to a 24 terabyte dual node high availability appliance. And the slide does build out. So some of the benefits that CloudArray gives you is it lets you instantly connect to cloud storage, and it makes it all very fast. So cloud storage can live in the cloud. It can be on Amazon, Nirvanix, a lot of other cloud providers. But what we do is we make it fast. So we use the built-in storage on the appliance, or with the virtual appliance, any of your existing local storage as a cache. Or we can use it as a local copy where your data gets replicated in real time to the cloud. We have data reduction technology in the form of compression and deduplication that reduces the amount of bandwidth and the amount of storage capacity that's required in the cloud. We also give you bandwidth control, so you can limit the bandwidth that you utilize during the day, and perhaps during the free hours, perhaps at night, you can set it so that it uses more of your network capacity, and that's all policy-based and schedule-based, so that it works within the requirements in terms of your networking capabilities. We also make cloud storage very secure. So we give it at-rest and in-flight encryption, and the keys are all managed locally with the appliance. That means they're not stored with your cloud provider. So every bit of data gets 256-bit encrypted at rest before it leaves your premises and gets stored in the cloud. Of course, the cloud can be on-premise as well, in which case the encryption is optional. And we give you a lot of high availability features that you would associate with traditional storage arrays. We give you high availability in terms of redundancy, multiple controllers. Even our software appliance supports VMware HA for no single point of failure configuration. We give you snapshots. They're space efficient, they're bandwidth efficient snapshots, so you can take very many of them and use them as a continuous data protection strategy. And one of the nicest features of this product is instant recovery. So whether you're using software or a hardware appliance, the product is set and forget. It backs itself up automatically. We offer a service to our hosted portal where the product can back itself up. That means you never have to back up the product. And if you should ever have a site disaster, you can go back to a portal, pull down another software appliance or set up another hardware appliance, download a configuration file, your backup of your configuration, and within minutes you're back up and running. That's how simple disaster recovery is. And our portal is also a management dashboard that lets you manage one or many of these appliances. So we have a lot of customers who are deploying CloudArray across multiple sites as part of a storage consolidation solution. And the portal helps them monitor all of these appliances, gives them real-time alerts, automatic software upgrades, helps them manage multiple sites from one screen. Finally, each of our appliances gives you up to 50 petabytes of capacity. That's actually a soft limit. So for most customers, This allows them unlimited storage capacity, and it's instantly available on demand. Now moving to slide 6, the question that we answer here is, where can you use CloudArray? Where does CloudArray fit? So CloudArray gives you access to cloud storage from both public and private clouds. It allows you to provision this capacity and use it with your application, and it looks and feels like localized SCSI storage. And what it can address for most customers is about 80% of their storage needs. So starting with backups and archives, a lot of our customers use that as a starting point because they may be struggling with tape strategies and shipping tapes off-site. With CloudArray, you simply point your backup software to CloudArray. You can have both a local copy and or a copy in the cloud, but can help eliminate tape or at least augment your tape backup strategy. And then the use cases continued. Really, all data storage use cases, file applications such as email and web applications, are all suitable for storing on CloudArray. And the beauty of CloudArray is it gives you what we call dynamic caching. And with dynamic caching, that means you can grow the local cache on the fly to meet the performance needs of your applications. And you can use literally any type of local storage as a cache, ranging from SSD all the way down to very low-cost SATA disk. So what we give you is a data storage appliance that gives you a hugely scalable storage footprint that can handle a lot of your lower demand workloads that may be more off-premise and archival in nature, all the way up to higher demand workloads. And we stop in the tier 1 type workloads, so we don't necessarily recommend it for OLTP, but virtually anything else. This can help customers scale their capacity and also help offload a lot of the tier 1 type storage that they have on premise, where they're paying a premium, and oftentimes they're stuck in a 3 to 5 year life cycle where every 3 years they have to replace or upgrade their storage capacity. By offloading it into the cloud, customers can save money and also save on these upgrades. Moving on to slide 7. Slide 7 really illustrates the ecosystem, both in terms of solutions that work with CloudArray, and we've qualified all of the solutions on the right side of the screen with CloudArray, and they range from backup and archive to storage virtualization and tiering. One of the questions that a lot of customers ask us is, how can I get started moving my data into the cloud? Do I have to start moving it in bulk? And one of the more interesting strategies is using an auto-tiering strategy. So some of the companies we work with, such as DataCore, provide an auto-tiering strategy in combination with CloudArray, can help you move some of your data on a policy basis to the cloud. So perhaps your least frequently accessed data can start moving to the cloud while your hot data stays on your local storage. Of course, we allow you to run applications such as Microsoft Exchange, SharePoint, SQL Server. In the case of applications, you can run CloudArray with a full local copy that gets replicated to the cloud, and in that case, we're replacing an off-site replicated storage array solution. So instead of requiring an off-site location that you populate with probably another data storage array, we can give you a CloudArray solution that has off-site built in and can keep a local copy of your data as well as a real-time replicated copy off-site. And at the end of the day, we work with any type of block storage solution. So any application, any operating system that can use iSCSI block storage works with us. In terms of the cloud provider ecosystem, we have a very broad array of providers. In terms of the public cloud, we work with Amazon, AT&T, Nirvanix, Rackspace. We support a number of private clouds as well for customers who want to build their own private clouds, OpenStack, Mezio, Scality, EMC, Atmos. And the other nice thing is we let you leverage your existing storage as a starting point. So you can always roll into a cloud storage solution in the future or expand out to the cloud in the future, but you can always just start with your existing storage. So moving on to slide 8, some of the important things that we're releasing with CloudArray 3.0 is we've made a number of product improvements. We're on the 3rd generation of the product. We've made the configuration very, very simple and very fast. In fact, for most of our customers, they can get up and running with this product with a 3-step configuration. It takes minutes. And probably the most common operations the customers perform might be to resize that cache or create other cache volumes for their applications. So we have a lot of flexibility regarding caching, but we've made the process of growing the cache very, very simple now. It's a one-button process. So you can expand the cache, improve the performance, and you can do that on the fly. So as your application needs increase, as your capacity needs increase, your CloudArray storage cache can be increased on the fly. We've improved a lot of the analysis and statistics that help you monitor the data flows as they're moving out from CloudArray onto your network or to your private cloud, and we've improved a lot of the workflows for the product in general. And of course, we've also broadened our cloud storage support. In fact, we offer you the option of any existing storage as a cloud. So you can start with something as simple as file-based storage. If you have excess capacity of file-based storage that may not be utilized, that can be your starting point with building a storage cloud. Of course, we offer a lot of features and a lot of other providers. Some of the new ones that we've rolled out recently, we've supported Amazon all along, but we've added their multi-region support, including government clouds. We now support Nirvanix and, of course, Rackspace and OpenStack, which we will be announcing at the end of the month will be available shortly as well. So some of the competitive advantages that you get with CloudArray is we give you a whole solution ecosystem ranging from backup and archiving to storage tiering solution, all the way to application solutions that can oftentimes displace a lot of both on-premise as well as off-premise infrastructure that you don't need anymore with the cloud. We really offer the best-in-class technology by letting you integrate with any type of storage, including your existing storage, and we give you some key features, including disaster recovery anywhere. That means during a disaster, you can recover both on-premise with another CloudArray, on-premise, off-premise, or even in the cloud. So you can even bring us up in cloud compute. We have a version of CloudArray that works on Amazon EC2. And all of the automated policies of dynamic caching makes it so that we work with your existing applications today. And we give you the options of software or hardware platforms. One can be upgraded to the other. Oftentimes customers deploy these in bundles if they have multiple sites. You can bring up a CloudArray at each site and centralize your management of your storage capacity that way. Jumping on to slide 10, a lot of our customers have been in the mid-market to date. Some of the top solutions that we've seen are around multi-site storage consolidation, and I'll talk to you about a specific use case, a specific customer use case in the next slide. A lot of customers use us for off-site replication and disaster recovery. This is probably one of the easiest off-site replication and disaster recovery solutions to deploy because for a lot of customers there's very little to do off-site and there's very little infrastructure required when using a public cloud provider. And of course the other use case is secondary storage tiers. Perhaps for some customers 70 to 80% of storage capacity is holding archival data, and it could be stored in more efficient, more cost-effective storage, and we make that very, very simple. On slide 11, we see some of the TwinStrata customers, and really 3 use cases I wanted to highlight. One is one of our customers, Philips Color Kinetics, who reduced their database restore times by replicating their database to the cloud through CloudArray, and with that they've been able to eliminate their backup to tape process. ASCII, who's the biggest, one of the largest U.S. labor unions, reduced their VMware recovery times by 80%. They were using Veeam for backups, and they used a combination of Veeam and CloudArray and got much, much faster backups and restore times than tape. And then another customer, one of our larger customers, is the LA Unified School District. They deployed us across 15 sites and displaced traditional storage. So they had traditional storage arrays at each of their 15 sites, And some of their pain points were that a lot of these storage arrays were coming up for upgrade. A lot of them were running out of capacity or were having issues. And they also wanted a centralized disaster recovery strategy. And with a combination of CloudArray and Amazon S3 storage, what they got is the ability to grow their storage infinitely and on demand at each of their sites, as well as a centralized disaster recovery strategy to the Amazon cloud. Overall, when compared to the traditional data storage solution, we saved them over $250,000 in 5-year total cost of ownership. So it was a huge, huge win and a huge, huge savings for the school district. So with that, I'd just like to open it to any questions. If you have any questions specifically about the product, the solution, or customers, I'm happy to answer.
Okay, well, thanks, Nicos, for that. I'm kind of curious now, from a user standpoint, right? If I just saw these files are there, and I'm not sure where they're physically located, is there a potential that I could be like, I could grab a big file that could bring the network to its knees because I don't realize that it's way off in Amazon land somewhere?
So that's really where the caching, the compression and dedupe comes in, right? So we minimize the amount of bandwidth that you utilize in order to pull files back and forth. But the caching is where we have tools that allow you to size it appropriately. So typically we work with customers, and our tools let customers size the cache so that it holds most of their working sets. So in practice, that typically doesn't happen. And of course, you can size the cache up to terabytes if you like. So you can hold a very large amount of data in cache. That not only makes recovery faster, recovering those files faster, but it makes it all perform at local speed. Certainly you could have a cache miss that would result in transferring over the wire. But all of the intelligence that CloudArray gives you is designed to minimize that possibility.
I wanted to ask you about seamless integration. How disruptive is it to bring a TwinStrata solution into an existing IT infrastructure? Is it seamless? Is it disruptive? How would you characterize it?
Well, it's actually very seamless. So we provide a nice SCSI plug-and-play interface. So one of the things that you get from cloud storage is an API-based interface. And if you're familiar with all of the cloud storage providers, each of them has its own separate proprietary interface. So what we do is we essentially normalize that, turn it all into an iSCSI interface. It looks and feels like block storage. A lot of businesses are investing in iSCSI block storage today, and it can really sit seamlessly alongside those solutions. So to a Windows operating system, we look and feel like a local disk drive. So very easy to integrate.
So Nicos, you're kind of a technologist. You co-founded the company. Where do you think this technology is going? Is this the way of the future? These seamless clouds?
Yeah, I think it really is. I think what we're bringing is a highly efficient multi-tenant model, and whether it's public cloud or people building their own private clouds, everybody is looking for efficiencies. There's certainly efficient utilization that you get out of the cloud. There's a multi-tenant model. There's a self-service model where companies sometimes are struggling with provisioning storage, where it may take days to fill a provisioning request. All of that is highly simplified through the cloud. And really what we're seeing is the public cloud are the first who are providing this on a pay-as-you-go basis. But I think we also see it expanding locally into the enterprise. It's simply the model, the efficiencies and the cost efficiencies that can be realized will make this type of solution ubiquitous.
Very cool. Well, Nicos, I want to thank you for coming on the show today.
Okay, well thank you, Rich.
Okay. Well, hey, folks, that's it for the Rich Report. Stay tuned for more news and information on high-performance computing.